Welcome inside West Edmonton Mall. It's semifinal time, number one for the Brick Invitational. Rory McGorn joined alongside color commentator Mark Kincaid. Mark, does it feel like there's already a rivalry brewing here between the Connecticut Junior Rangers and Team Minnesota? It was electric before the kids even hit the ice, as both fan bases are trying to one-up each other.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, the fans are out here. They're getting going even before the teams hit the ice. They're having a war of their own who can be louder. Just a great atmosphere here. And as you can see in the background, there is just people all over the
it is getting packed.
Bottom. It is just getting packed in here.
Well, Connecticut Junior Rangers, the defending champions, punched their ticket to the semifinals with a 2-1 win, gritty win over Toronto Pro Hockey. A great performance in net by James Hickey.
Yes.
And they went on, and now they're going to take on Team Minnesota, who are the top team in the round robin, and a really tough test for Connecticut to try and get their ticket to the finals and a chance to go back-to-back champions.
Yeah, it sounded a nitty-gritty. We got the best of the best of the best right here in the next two games. This is semifinals, and yeah, they're going to be playing their hearts out, and these are two of the very top teams here. We've watched all of these teams play, and they're just unbelievable. It's going to be exciting to watch. There's a lot of kids to be keeping your eye on out here. Oh, and we got our awesome refs out here again, taking care of us, giving us the smiles, giving the kids the smiles. If you watch closely at the refs, when they're going to drop the puck, you can see them talking to the kids. They're
engaging them, they're having
good
fun.
Conversations. Yeah, and they'll even go by and talk to the parents, and just, you know, all around good guys. I want to try and have them on my show. I don't know if I'm going to be running a show tomorrow. I may be at 10 a.m. Stay tuned. I'm going to try and have some of the refs on there and just kind of get their perspective from on the ice with these kids and how they see the games.
Well, Team Minnesota with head coach Billy Hengen finished a first-place round-robin record, a 4-1 record, winning all four of those games in regulation. 25-9, they outscored their opponents, and no one had more points on Team Minnesota than Joey Stewart. 2 goals, 7 assists, 9 points, and that was third place in all tournament scoring. He's going to be a handful for Team Connecticut, but with James Hickey back in the net, stopping 15 of 16 in the quarterfinal, you have to think that he goes back in net after that performance. If not, it'll be David Stefaniuk, the other goaltender for Connecticut, that could get between the pipes for the defending champion Junior Rangers.
Well, another kid to watch on the Minnesota team is Owen Moulton. Now, this kid has been lights out all week long. He has scored tons of points, assists. He's fast, he's aggressive, so keep your eye on him. He's number 11 for Minnesota, but he's got to get through one of the top defenders I've seen in this tournament, and that's Charlie Severo. He's a little guy, but he will not let you in his zone. You want to see a defenseman do his job, you just watch number 21, Charlie Severo. He is an unbelievable defender. It is going to be a battle.
Well, he was the one that started that play, jumped up into the rush, and then fed Grayson McKenzie for the game-winning goal against Toronto Pro Hockey. So he's not afraid to show a little offensive side as well.
Nope.
And then another player you liked on Connecticut on the blue line was Austin Jessup. A little bit different style of defender, but he's more your big shutdown prototypical guy that's just impossible to move and get away from the net.
Absolutely. I love that kid. And you watch when he winds up and takes a shot. Woo.
We've seen a few of those last game. As both teams line up on their respective blue lines, of course, Minnesota donning the white and green with yellow jerseys. Down to our broadcast left, Connecticut Junior Rangers in the New York style. Down to our broadcast right, and we're getting ready for semifinal number one. Stick around afterwards. Immediately afterwards at 7:10, we're going to have the Western Selects as they take on the Toronto Bulldogs for, a chance to advance to the finals as well.
We're just listening to Chief Littlechild, recognition of Treaty 6 land.
Reconciliation, and we honor those who walk with us. Thank you.
Yeah, this game is going to be intense. But next game with the Bulldogs, we know them as a gritty team. Unbelievable. Listen to the crowd ignite.
It's semifinal action one as we'll take a look at your starting netminders in a moment. Both teams finished the round robin with 4-1 records. However, every game by Minnesota was won in regulation. How about the get-ups by the coaches on Team Minnesota as well?
Gonna
in
mention
the bright
them.
green tracksuits, and they're looking decked out for their team.
Every day I look forward to seeing what that coach is going to wear. Every one of the coaches that lost his luggage on the ride here, so he's been shopping at the mall and always has an entertaining outfit.
Well, in net for the first place team Minnesota is going to be Owen Ryan. Comes in, played 95 minutes throughout the tournament, 6 goals against with a .257 goals against average and an .806 save percentage, stopping 25 of 31 shots. Owen Ryan, also a big goaltender, head already well above the crossbar.
Well above, yep. It's a big, big goaltender. I thought they would have maybe been playing Blake Pickens again, as he's been having a great tournament thus far, but Owen Ryan is up there as well, and he is a presence in net for sure.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Blake Pickens, who doesn't look like he's going to get the start tonight, as he'll head onto the bench. He's only allowed 1 goal against in 98 minutes, stopping 30 of 31 shots.
Been one of the top goaltenders. But, you know, it's about the kids getting the experience, too. It's
Absolutely.
not all about winning.
And it will be James Hickey back in net.
James Hickey is a lights-out goaltender, as we have seen.
A .114 goals against average and a .915 save percentage as the puck is dropped. And we're underway with semifinal one. Minnesota throwing it into the attacking zone. Quickly picked up by the mobile defense of Connecticut, and they'll drive it inside down the right wing. Shot coming, that one blocked. Back behind the net, a scrum ensues. 4 bodies into the mix. Trying to dig out it is Mackenzie Grayson. It'll fall up the wall. And now thrown back out, reaching for it was Jackson Wakefield. He'll go into a battle, racing back with Tyler Wood. Wood, the defenseman, moves it up ice. Looking to break out is Connecticut. Peter Leiden Back around. He's been all over the net in the game that I saw earlier today. Was Peter Lydon. Only one assist in this tournament so far, but he creates a lot of action with his speed through neutral ice.
Absolutely he does. Now, if you watch the Minnesota team, you watch how they play. They will send one guy in with the puck, two guys follow, set up in net. That's their game plan.
Now comes Blanchard. He'll poke the puck out. Led now by Del Giacco. Here comes Reese Del Giacco, the defenseman. He'll jump right into the play behind the net, trying to throw it out in front into the house, but no one's home. Back now out for Owen Moulton. And Stewart joining him, but couldn't break into the zone. Rangers with a long shot. First save. They're off of Owen Ryan. A rebound chance, and over the net as that one was off the stick of Justin Corey. He scored a goal in the quarterfinal game against Toronto Pro Hockey, the opening goal of the game. Back along the wall. Del Giacco held it in momentarily. Schmidt trying to bounce it out. Can't. Now Justin Liao, a shot. That one stopped. Jackson Liao out for Moulton.
There's Moulton, dangerous guy to let near the net.
He'll drop it for Stewart. Those two combined about 14 points throughout the tournament. Back around the net, into the corner. There's just the one shot on net for Connecticut so far. It'll be Lydon, the intended target, but broken up. A good jump by the defenseman and Brock Strauss.
Good defensive
carrying
move
it out.
by
Now
Strauss.
a chance for Minnesota. Shot stopped. Blocker save by Hickey. Up along the wall again as they'll work a 2-on-2 breakout. Here comes Lydon. Walks into the zone. Fires a slap shot. Pad save by big Owen Ryan. Steers it into the corner as well. On pursuit comes Jack Cross. He's got 7 points in this tournament. Unable to get it into the front of the net as it was steered away by Rhett Walter. And now back out for Minnesota. Here is Colton Nash into the corner. Driving down low, joining him is Jace Magner. Magner now twisting down, looking to feed it to Nash, broken up by the three defenders behind the net for Connecticut. He played 3 minutes here in the opening frame. Nice pass along the right wing. In comes, I believe that's Justin Corey again. Yes, it is. Out in front, peeled away by Nolan Steele. Onto the half wall. Connecticut. Corey tried to drag, unable to do so. Now Steele out of the races. Here goes center ice. Joined there by Stinson. Shot from Steele. Kick save by Hickey.
There's Hickey with two now.
Another turnover just inside the zone. Held in by Steele. Couple nice moves to create separation, then couldn't get the shot off. Back towards the point. Shoveled down the wall by Masai.
Getting a little bunged up there in the corner.
Stinson's in there for Minnesota.
You know, I was surprised to see so many of the Minnesota kids in the corner. They're not usually like that. They'll always keep a guy out in front of the net, but right there they got a little bit too many green and white jerseys there in the corner, but that happens. You're all wanting to get a hold of that puck and do something with it. Understandable.
It's going to be Owen Moulton taking the offensive zone draw for Minnesota. Tried to push it forward. Quickly on it came Tyler Wood. Wood will move it up the boards. And breaking it back out now comes Connecticut. Down the right wing. Looking to take a shot. Rebound chance. Crushing the net. And unable to find it. Here goes Minnesota now trying to capitalize. Onto the stick of Joey Stewart. Stewart inside back to the out. A rolling puck. He'll settle it down. Drive it to the point. Unable to get a shot off there, now does, but it's blocked. Sunshine pouring through onto the ice surface now as the rain clouds depart.
Yes.
Here on Saturday evening.
First bit of sun we've seen today.
Walking in for Connecticut, trying to fire off a shot, I believe was fair back there.
It looks like Owen Ryan is facing the sun right now, so,
yeah, definitely something to look for a goalie, too.
Absolutely.
Sun's in his eyes. Moulton will drive it back in around the net of Hickey. Turn right back around. Here comes Jack Cross. Cross can absolutely fly. Down the left wing he goes. He sidesteps Wagner. Now cuts in front. Gets a little bit of trip. Stays on his feet. Gets it towards the net. A backhand shot at Owen Ryan.
Wow, what a good save by Owen Ryan to get down and get his glove on that, because that puck was still in play underneath the Ranger skates there. Very dangerous.
Well, Jack Cross, an unbelievable effort down the left wing. Kind of got tripped up down to his knee. Still able to pop up and get that backhand pass across the crease.
There's my guy Jessup, 96 on defense.
Just try to hold it in. It does just creep out. He'll send it past Wakefield, but Connecticut going to have to check up. As Minnesota goes D to D, now up the wing. In comes Stinson. Strauss can't hold. Stinson will pick it back up. They're onside. He finds Strauss. Wakefield backhands it in along. Nolan Steele back there as well. Holding the line, Rhett Walter. Wakefield trying to fluster it off the stick of, looked like Jack Cross back there covering for his D. Now it's off a leg. Leiden colliding here with Walter. In comes more bodies for Minnesota. They'll win the puck battle. Walter to Stinson. Steele behind him. Puck a little bit too far. Jessup knocking it down with a glove. And Connecticut will send it back out to center. Walter, D to D, as they'll go to Brock Staus.
Jessup just being a wall back there defensively. I don't know who it was, but one of the Minnesota players tried getting through him, and Jessup just stood his ground and bounced right off him.
Cross ice pass and sent in by Leiden. Walter, lengthy shift for him, 25, the defenseman there for Minnesota. Can't clear on the far side. Near turnover to Leiden, and it'll be carried out as breaking it back down the other way. Coming in is Stinson. He'll center it, but no one's there for Minnesota and all the way outside of the zone. Off the bench now is Leaf Campa. Campa will tuck himself back into his own zone. D to D. Finds Macy. Luca Macy, a little turnover at center ice. It's whipped back in by Charlie Severo. Around the net of Owen Ryan. I think I should have brought sunglasses for this game.
It's gonna get bright for us.
As in comes McKenzie. Long shot from McKenzie and into the glove there of Owen Ryan. Makes his 5th save of the game. 5:18 left here in the first period. Still scoreless between Minnesota and Connecticut.
We got a replay here we can look at of that nice save by by Hickey. And then they come back down the ice. Yep, coming right into the zone.
As play resumes here, back behind the net.
Beautiful save
of Minnesota. Sent up. Here's Moulton at center ice. He'll dump it in back behind the net of James Hickey. One of the defensemen blew a tire there for Connecticut, trying to jam it up the boards. Picked off by Blake Schmidt. His shot. That one just off the side of the net, I believe. Now 2 bodies fall on top of the back of the net, and the referee's seen enough of that. They'll blow down the whistle, and we'll face off inside the zone.
Yeah, James Hickey really had to move on that one. They almost had him out of position, but was able to keep it out. It's been so far a goalie's game, just like what we've seen in all the other games. It's more of a chess game. They work on setting things up first, and before they just blindly take shots. When they take a shot, it's for a reason, and that's a big difference in what I've seen in a lot of hockey.
Off the faceoff, one back, helped by Nolan Steele at the point. Shot coming from Walter, wide. Now corralled. Jessup into the corner, drives it up the boards. Connecticut's second effort. This time it does slip up. Walter back out at center ice. He'll sidestep Leiden. In for Jack Cross. They stay on side. Cross now trying to drive it to the net. Curls back to the boards. Up for Jessup. D to D. One-timer. And Del Giacco just fanned on it. Couldn't get anything towards the net, but rolls it back along the boards. Cross behind the net. Wraparound chance. Poke checked away by looked like the knob of the stick of Ryan. Now breaking it back out is Stinson. Stinson in. Wide. Shoots. Blocked by Jessup. That one looked like it stung him a bit. Stinson follows it up, and it's off a Connecticut stick and dangerously close to that near side post.
Absolutely close.
Back in for Herbert. Preston Herbert will chase down Rylan Schneider, the defenseman. Goes D to D. Walter back for Schneider. Head up. Long lead pass. Wood's going to jump on it, though. Here comes Tyler Wood, and then couldn't get around Walter, who's logged so many minutes here for Minnesota already. It seems like 25 doesn't leave the ice.
Yeah, I got a story about Walter when we come to whistle.
Back around the net. Looking for a wraparound, and quickly getting the pad across was Ryan. Another chance to center, and this one under the stick and out for Minnesota. Coming in is Colton Nash, one-on-one towards the net. Backhand shot, stopped by Hickey. Rebound behind the net, and a penalty coming up against Connecticut. As they touch the puck, it's going to be a hooking call, a slashing call, mind you.
Well, the story about Walter, when I was first commentating in the first game, Tarsi and I were having a flow contest.
So, sorry, Mark, it is going to be a penalty for Connecticut for the slash, but then after the play, Minnesota took a body contact penalty, and so it's going to be 4-on-4 hockey for a bit. But continue, please.
Walter was in contention for the flow, the best flow of the tournament, but we decided that Bell from from Minnesota or from the Manitoba Wild or Manitoba Ice. Sorry, I think he's the winner of the flow contest for this tournament.
Runner-up's never a bad thing.
Nope, never a bad thing.
3:13 left, so some open ice, 4-on-4 hockey. No, it is 5-on-5. They're just going to call it coincidental minor penalties and will remain 5-on-5. My apologies. Shot coming, that one just over the glove. Shots 5-3 favor Connecticut. Ryan's been good for Minnesota. Hickey on the other side for Connecticut. As up top to the line, long shot, but fanned on it. Back come Connecticut, trying to get an odd man rush. The pass across, in for McKenzie. Puck up and into the air, no one can find it. Finally, McKenzie does, and he's stripped of the puck, still trying to hold it in. Back for Moulton. He's got Stewart behind him. The pass across, back for Stewart, and unable to get that one towards the net of Hickey.
Very good opportunity there for the Rangers, but just couldn't get control of the puck.
To the line, Schmidt takes a look, finds the lane, shoots. This one blocked in front by Fairback. Now in the corner, up towards the line. Walter again will send it down. Smacked towards the net by Moulton. As Connecticut will clear.
Go for a quick change, well needed.
Full sail, all five heading towards the bench. Walter, quick pass. Out now, Steele racing for it. He's turned around as that's Herbert. They'll find Cross. Cross poke checked off the puck. Leiden couldn't get it. Back the other way comes William Stinson. Down the right, 1:43 left here in the first period. Scoreless first period between these two teams.
Yes.
Both still looking to break the game open.
Oh, off into the bench. Heads up, coaches.
That was played by a Connecticut player, so we'll get a defensive zone draw for the Junior Rangers and a chance for Minnesota.
Yeah, 5-3 shots. Not a whole lot of shooting going on, but they're making the shots count, the ones that they do.
Full house here at West Edmonton Mall for the Brick Invitational 2011 semifinals. As out comes Cross with it, trying to fire it over to Leiden. It's broken up by Steele. Steele walks across Cross. Now in comes Steele. Top of the circle, shoots, stopped by Hickey. Turned over again, trying to find Steele on that pass with Stinson. Del Giacaro. Help, flips it up. Leiden can't break free from Schneider. Backhand, Wakefield lets it go. Steele sends it in. Minnesota wants a line change on the forward unit now. That'll allow Wood, though, to pick up some speed in his own zone, carry the puck out. Here goes Wood, around one, and now the other. Breaking it into the zone is the defenseman. Wood shoots. This one punched away. Another chance for Connecticut underneath Ryan, who's way out of his net. Minnesota wants maybe a call on that late poke by McKenzie, but with 41 seconds left, a couple big saves from Ryan.
Yeah, Rangers almost took advantage of a slow change off by Minnesota. Minnesota just getting bunged up at the door and not getting out as quick as they should have. Rangers almost made good on that, but a great save by Owen Ryan and landed on it, caused a whistle.
So Jackson Liao is going to take the face-off for Connecticut against Blake Schmidt of Minnesota towards the blocker hand side. Here of Owen Ryan, it's won by Minnesota. Throwing it around the boards. Stewart racing after it, but pinching in nicely there was Severino. Around the wall, Blanchard. 2 Minnesota jerseys on him. Still able to hold it in with help from Corey. Justin Corey around the boards. Picked up. Moved ahead, Ryland Schneider at the line. Long shot in, and that one dangerously, but a late second kick out by the goalie Ryan.
Sneaky shot was that one.
Stewart back the other way to Moulton. Moulton shoots off the post. Another chance, crazy scrum in front and broke it into the corner.
Oh, swing and a miss on that one.
And the final seconds wore off. So it was Charlie Severo on one side. The shot from the point made it through. And redirected off a leg, but seen it at the last second was Owen Ryan. And then, of course, you had Stewart with 9 points and Moulton with 8 points coming back down the other way.
Dangerous
and hit the
combo.
side of the net.
Yep. When you have Moulton coming in on you like that, it is a dangerous situation. But James Hickey just had his number. I don't know if that hit the post or hit the glove.
I think off the outside of the post.
Outside of the post? Yeah. No, it's been a great game so far. The parents are a little subdued right now. It's going to take that first goal to get the parents going. They're all nervous right now.
I think there's got to be a little anxious nerves.
Yeah, anxious nerves happening. They're just holding on, waiting for that first goal. And then you'll see this place erupt because it is absolutely full here. It's not just one layer around the glass. It's 2 layers at least around the glass.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, what seating there is, that's full. But people have to really be conscious of that flying puck because there is no protection.
So James Hickey will now be placed in the sunlight of West Edmonton Ball Arena.
Yep, we'll see what
teams switch sides.
Yeah, Owen Ryan now gets a little bit of shade. Lets his eyes adjust a little bit.
But 8-5, the shots on goal favoring Connecticut. Jack Cross taking the draw up against Nolan Steele. It's won by Connecticut, now brought in by Leiden. Leiden will backhand it up 0-0 after 12 minutes of play in the first period. Starting second frame. Sent in by Stewart. Turned right back around. Here's Steele. He'll roll back into his own zone. Watched by Herbert. Turned over. Leiden keeps it onside as well. Here's Leiden. Long shot. Another blocker save by Owen Ryan.
Both teams are so strong defensively. You know, they're not getting good shots. They're having to pull the trigger sooner than what they want.
Now, Owen Ryan looks like he's already a junior eligible goaltender.
Absolutely.
With his size and mobility.
Yes.
And the way he directs his rebounds into the corners, great puck control so far throughout the first.
Yep, he knows
13 minutes.
He knows where he's putting them, and that's key.
There's Liao, long pass to Corey. The trailer's Blanchard. Corey on the wall. Poked away by Walter. Wakefield trying to drive it out. Help from Steele. Played back towards center ice. Jessup. He'll dance around Steele. Runs into Wakefield, though. Jessup will get it back. Roll it down the left wing. Walter on it. Playing it behind the net of Ryan.
Jessup not only with a good slap shot, but he's got some moves there, too.
Absolutely. Brock Staus sends it out. Here comes Jessup again. A little bit of a curl to pick up some speed. Now finds Jackson Liao. He's got 6 goals in this tournament, does Liao?
Liao does. That's impressive.
5 goals, pardon me, 6 points.
Oh, 6 points, 5 goals, that's impressive. Another Ranger to watch for, I think, is Cross. I remember calling his name quite a bit in the past games.
7 points in the tournament, 1 goal, 6 assists.
Wow.
McKenzie on the draw against Schmidt. 10:29 left in the second. It's tied up, Schmidt goes down. Bringing it in for Connecticut, and a long wrist shot just over the net was Humiston. Now working it back out. McKenzie driving the net. 1 opportunity, 2. And this one back to the point. Long wrist shot into the glove. Off the stick there of Drew Frazier. But Owen Ryan makes his 11th save of the game. Connecticut's pouring everything they can on top of the net of Owen Ryan.
Yep. Owen Ryan takes a well-deserved drink of water there off the back of his net. Bet he's thankful that he doesn't have the sun in his eyes anymore.
Off the offensive zone draw for Connecticut. It'll be played into the corner. Humiston trying to get after it. Also McKenzie back down low. Bouncing it back out. Here comes Minnesota. Led now by Nash. Nash, great little move to get around Severo. Feed and a man in front. He shoots. Hickey the save. Rebound chance. And knocked away. Back for Connecticut.
Close call there. He was ready at the back door to put that one in, but just missed shot.
McKenzie whips it in. Here's Minnesota trying to catch some on a line change. Magner taps it in, and he'll head off for a change as well for some fuel. Near side pass up for Herbert. Herbert. Long shot into the glove. And is now bouncing it out. Wakefield can't. Cross fires it.
Blocker saved there by Owen. Owen Ryan he's dialed in.
Gonna have to get you to do a little check online for me about 33 Preston. I thought online it said Herbert, but I'm looking on the back of his jersey and there's no R. It's just Hebert or Hebert.
Maybe.
You know, we said in the last broadcast, if families are watching and we're pronouncing names wrong, please comment.
Yep, comment
we do want
online.
to get him right, but
yep.
I'll go with the name on the back of his jersey. Hebert, not Herbert. My apologies. A shot coming from Corey. Jackson Steele. Now on the half wall for Minnesota. We'll play it. Frazier sends it in. This one paddled down now by the goaltender. Left for the defenseman and Schneider. A penalty coming up against Connecticut. So we're going to get our first power play of the game, it looks like, as power play is brought to you by Tkachuk Advisory Group and Scotia Wealth Management at 8:22 here remaining in the second. And Minnesota, I believe, will be heading to the power play.
And this could be the difference. These power plays could be the difference in this game because so far we've seen two teams.
Looks like it's going to remain 5-on-5. I'm not sure what the referee's hand was up for.
Oh, maybe it was delayed offside.
Could have been.
Must have been.
Yeah, 5-on-5. No, well, Tkachuk Advisory Group gets a read for free there.
That's right. Yep, they deserve it.
As on the near side board, still remains 5-on-5, so no power plays in this game in the opening semifinal.
But I do believe that that's going to be the difference in this game is a power play.
Breaking it back in, here comes Moulton around the net. Out in front, almost banked it off of a defender. Now sent all the way down the ice. No icing as this one hits Macy on the way. Racing back now is Luca Macy. Corey around the boards. Liao trying to race over it. Macy right on him. Up the wall. Severo driving it back down the boards. This one will settle in behind the net. It's actually caught on top of the stanchion there. And
yep.
7:39, we'll get a stoppage of play.
Yeah, if people don't notice already, there is a good, I would say, almost 10 inches ledge around this rink that the puck can get caught on.
Face off just outside of Minnesota zone. Magner, McKenzie on it. Magner pushes it forward. It'll be settled down by Nash. He'll fire it up to Burke, trying to bank it in off the wall. Colosimo there, Del Giaco there. Long shot from Burke, pad save, Hickey. Now Jessup trying to muscle his way down the boards. Can't. Nash around the wall. Puck still there. And finally carried out. Now by Del Giaco. Reese Del Giaco. Working it in. The defenseman on the fly with a backhand shot. Shoveled it wide. Out for Nash now. May have a pass. Looking to feed it up. In comes Landon Burke. He'll drop it back for Nash. Across looking to go in for Jace Magner. Couldn't make that. And back for McKenzie. A little bit of a toe drag move. Got flustered up by the defenseman.
Yep.
In Leaf Campa. Campa back now. In for Walter. In his own zone. He's got time to make a read. Stinson back out in front. Dangerously. It's a precarious bounce off. It was either the back wall or the stick of Walter. But nonetheless, Owen Ryan makes the cover up. As we get a highlight here.
Yeah, we can have a look at the big save there by James Hickey.
That was a chance on the back door. Just couldn't connect with it. As Leiden will work it back in. Leiden up top for Frazier. Walking the line, D to D. He'll roll it back down the boards. In towards the corner. Zollinger, the defenseman. Trying to work this one out is Hebert. Got forced back into the corner wall. Good job by Connecticut to hold it in another time here on the right side. Severo's there. Leiden manning the point. Frazier as well. Jack Cross trying to get free. Leiden. All three forwards on this right side trying to battle for puck possession. Cross now finds it. A bouncing puck swipes it to the net, but wide. Minnesota picking it up. Still scoreless here. 5:45 left in the second period. Cross will send it in. Onto the stick of Corey. One-on-one, maybe some room. Looking to put himself into a shooting possession. A chance. Ryan, does he have it behind him? It's loose. He falls on it. And finding it is Corey, but a whistle coming.
Wow. Can we get that replay?
It was loose in between his legs, but you got to think about player safety there. I guess if you're the referee, 10 people involved.
See if we can get that replay queued up and have a look at that. That was, okay, we will get to it, just not at this whistle. But yeah, unbelievable job by Owen Ryan keeping it out. And yes, it was still loose a little bit, but there were bodies starting to fly around. And, you know, safety first with these kids. You don't want any injuries. So far, I think we've been lucky.
Oh, that many bodies inside the crease. I'm not sure if the referee could see the puck as he was back behind the net. And big Owen Ryan was pretty much lying on top of it.
Oh, heads
that
up.
One comes into the crowd quickly.
That looked like...
Looks like everyone's okay. Everyone hit the deck immediately.
They did,
though.
yeah. They're on. Yeah, they're starting to get used to it. It looks like Team Select is the Western Selects are around the corner there, and they know all about flying pucks, so they were heads up. And
fans trying to spur the Rangers along with the Let's Go Rangers chant. 5:25 left in the second period. Bouncing it out to center ice, D to D. Here's Severo. Gets to center, sends it in. Back for it's Macy. Steering it back up ice, Magner. Long cross ice pass perfectly to Wakefield. Wakefield has Nash. It'll slip under the stick of Nash, but offside is just going to be called here along the blue line, and 5:04 we'll bring it back out to neutral territory.
Oh, we do have that highlight.
The scrum in
queued
front
up.
of the net. Yeah, you're going to see a while in between the legs here as Ryan falls back. It actually gets poked out in front. And by that point, how about Stinson in front too, or pardon me, Moulton, as that puck never even went to the back of the net. Moulton made a big save. The whistle had already gone, so it wouldn't have mattered.
He was there. He was there for his goaltender.
Putting the body on the line was Owen Moulton. Now Macy, hard off the glass. Couldn't clear though. Held in by Colosimo. Macy, Colosimo into the corner. He'll turn it around. Now William Stinson will skate this one out down the left wing. Stinson across center into the attacking zone with plenty of speed. Stinson still got it. Watch now, centering pass. Down is Hickey. Puck towards the wall. Stinson gobbles it back up. At the point, walking it in. Staus, nice move, shot. This one trickled wide, couldn't get the connection off the stick of Nolan Steele. He'll do it again though. Back up. Staus pressed up against the forward in Fairback. And Connecticut will find it and send it back to center.
Great effort.
Walter, Stinson. Turnover now, Del Giaco. He'll come in across center, working it in. Del Giaco's joined the rush a few times. Big smooth skating defenseman for the Connecticut Junior Rangers. They get pushed up along the wall by Walter. Stinson. Almost threw that right into a leg of of Leiden, Peter Leiden. Driving it back down low. Up top, held in by Jessup. Here comes a fake slap shot. Throws it across to Del Giaco. Once again drives back down. Jack Cross is there. 3:30 left in the second period. Cross to Leiden. Leiden wanted to return the favor. Still with it. Backhand pass in front. Knocked away by Jackson Steele. Or Nolan Steele.
I think Jessup had that queued up, but he saw it was on edge and thought, nope, I'm not going to.
Didn't want to roll the knuckle puck towards the net.
Yep.
Stinson and Wakefield. Here's Wakefield wide. Backhand pass to Stinson and the back check by Hebert. Another turnover though. Shot coming from Schmidt and that one blocked by Jessup. Jessup though turns it back over. Del Giaco up the wall for Jessup. He'll float it across ice. He hits Moulton, still in, and now does cross the line as Jack Cross does that. 2:43. Left here in the second period. Shots on goal 15-17. A long lead pass for Stewart. Stewart's going to break it in. Wrist shot into the glove of James Hickey. As Joey Stewart firing it, looking for his 10th point of the tournament.
Now, if you can see on TV, James Hickey has got that sunlight right in his eyes, and he still made that glove save. I was thinking maybe he lost sight of it, but nope. He was able to keep track of it, make a glove save, and get a whistle.
Schmidt, Stewart, and Moulton. Top line out for Minnesota. Push down low. Stewart after it. Around into the corner wall. Moulton going to try to follow. Jessup trying to get it out for Connecticut. Get some help. Here comes Blanchard. Rolling it up to Campa, the defenseman. D-to-D. Macy up the board. Schmidt has it catch a stanchion. And this is going to be played by a high stick, calls the referee. So a stoppage of play. 2:12 left here in the second.
Oh, we haven't had too close of a call here. That was probably the closest puck we've had come to us. Last game, though, I think I got my eyebrow shaved by a puck flipping by us. But I'm okay. Rory's okay.
As Magner will win it back. Staus bounced off the shin pads of Corey. Right back for Staus. As Nash battles it along, far side pass. In comes the defenseman, I believe it is. Sorry, it was London Burke. Now back around the net. Corey after it. Trying to hold it on the forecheck. Under 2 minutes to play. This one battled into the corner. Jackson Liao. Corey's there. Played away from him. Found by Nash, but he couldn't clear. Magner. Another great play by Liao to hold that one in. Knocks it down. Follows it down low behind the goal line. Jumping here is Severo around the wall. Another chance to clear. Severo's going to hold. Shakes off the check. Severo in. A toe drag. Still has it. Severo towards the net. Another chance. Shot and stopped by Ryan. How about the play by Charlie Severo? A couple toe drags and almost passed it back door and found the opening goal of the game.
Yeah, I said it once. I'll say it again. Charlie Severo is one top-notch defender. He's ready to strike when he had the chance, just like there. And he defends his goaltender perfectly. Good job, Charlie.
1:17 left in the second period. Great pace to this game as well. As Del Giacco, high rising wrist shot. That one over the crossbar. But a little bit of a lane opened up for him as well. Down into the corner. Macy going to race after it. Big defenseman there for Minnesota. Collides with his man. Macy gobbling it back. Around to the near side, 1 minute play, or under a minute now left here in the second period. Still 0-0 between these two teams. Trying to change that is Stewart. He's got Moulton. Stewart shoots, pad save, rebound chance. And how about the play by Hebert again on the back check, tied up Moulton, so he wasn't able to get that whack on the rebound.
Good job, excellent job there defending.
Fairback couldn't play it back up. 30 seconds, Stewart trying to wind it up again. It's in towards the wall. We're going to get a penalty here. Is it going to be body contact? No, it's a hook.
It's a hooking call.
So now we can do the read because this will be a penalty. Power play is brought to you by Kachuk Advisory Group and Scotia Wealth Management. And it's going against Connecticut. It's Del Giacco in the box. So Minnesota first power play opportunity of the game. Only 23 seconds to work with here in the period, but a big opportunity to get the opening goal.
Yep, 23 seconds. You can do a lot in that. We'll see what happens. We'll see if they're organized enough, and this could be it. This could be the one. After the second period here, we will be, excuse me, we'll be taking a break while they resurface the ice.
Face-off dropped. Cross. He's going to find it shorthanded and fire it all the way down the ice. Right on top of the net of Owen Ryan. He'll play it out to Walter. 10 seconds remaining. Maybe one last rush up the ice for Minnesota, led by Wakefield. Wakefield driving it down the right wing and gets boxed out, taken down. Referees let that one go, and the final seconds will roll off the board. 24 minutes played and a scoreless semifinal between Connecticut and Minnesota.
0-0. I think this is the first game this weekend that I have announced that it's been a 0-0 going into the third. It
I
just
did know
shows
that.
you. Yeah, it just shows you the intensity of these kids, and they want it. They want it bad.
The intensity, the structure they're playing with, and of course Hickey and Ryan have both been superb. Ryan on one side stopping 16 of 16. Hickey on the other side stopping 9 of 9.
And both having their share in the sunshine. So pretty fair that way. Looks like there's maybe by the time they get back, the shadow might be covering the crease there, but we'll see.
Well, we got about 13 minutes time for a flood and a break, so we will take a break, but third period action, don't go anywhere. The winner is heading to the Brick Invitational 2011 Birth Year Championship Finals after 15 minutes of play, or potentially more if overtime is needed. Stick around, we'll have a little scoring summary and recap the first two periods next on ASTV.
Welcome to Pilot Mountain Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Pilot Mountain Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment. At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, wing night Wednesdays, buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar, located across the street from Blackjack Stewart Arena off Highway 3 in Pilot Mound. Rollins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, Wing Night Wednesdays, Buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Welcome to Pilot Mound Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Pilot Mound Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment.
Welcome back inside West Edmonton Mall as the Connecticut Junior Rangers and Team Minnesota. 15 minutes remaining, a 0-0 tie through 2 periods. Team Minnesota with a power play, a minute and 37 seconds remaining. Just do want to give a quick heads up to everyone watching at home, family and friends, as Moulton brings it in right towards the front of the net. Moulton not letting me give a little message out to the listeners. As quick opportunity right on front of the net of Hickey. Another shot. That one blocked and sent all the way down the ice. You do experience a little network issues with the broadcast. We are working on it, I'm being told, with just network connectivity in the building. Might drop out or be a little lagging. If it is, our apologies. Here comes Moulton, stops up, almost fired a shot. One of the defenders of Connecticut has lost a stick, play to the line. Walter lets one go. That one blocked. Rolling back towards the blue line. Held in, dragged along down the boards. 1 minute now gone here in the period. 43 seconds still left on the penalty. Up for Moulton on the half wall. Moulton spins it back down low. Stewart, give and go, shoots. And that one blocked in front. Putting his body on the line was Frazier. Still on possession though, Minnesota. Shot pad saved by Hickey. Staus down the wall. Backdoor pass. It flutters back behind the net. Justin Corey going after it. It'll be after Walter, the defenseman. Back down low now, Wakefield. Wakefield into the corner. Off the boot of Jessup, and Connecticut will find it and send it all the way down. That should do it for the power play. As out of the box comes Del Giaccaro. Now Steele, one-touch pass. Schneider can't connect it. Tyler Wood back the other way. This one lands onto the stick of Rylan Schneider. He'll tuck back into his own zone. Go far side. On towards Stinson. Sidesteps one. Now the back checked again. You got to be impressed with Preston Hebert as he continuously just keeps that motor going and back check to keep his defenseman at least have a third man back. Wakefield taps it off the boards nicely. Driving down the boards is Steele. Stretch pass turned over, and Steele almost had an opportunity. Wakefield around the wall, back behind the net. Here's Jessup. Watched by Stinson, trying to move it up to Del Giaco. Now Jackson Liao ran into the leg of Rylan Schneider. Burke whips it in down the right wing. Flying outside of the zone with the backhand pass is Connecticut. There is Staus. Good move to shake free. Find a little real estate. Almost got it deep in, but carried back in. Around the net here of Owen Ryan. Couple bodies go hard in towards the back wall. As Jace Magner bounced off a leg. Burke taps it ahead for Magner. Magner now runs into Colosimo. McKenzie following it up. Fairback, pardon me. Into the mix as well. Colosimo, good effort, trying to drive it down low. This one just hops over the stick of Zollinger. Now playing it up the boards. Magner down the right wing. Jace Magner ran into Zollinger. Those two tie each other up. A penalty coming up now. I think it's going to Connecticut again. No, it's Minnesota getting it as a hooking call. Is it Magner heading towards the box? Yes, it is. So now it's the first power play of the game for the Connecticut Junior Rangers. Gonna try to get the game's opening goal. It's been tight, contested, tough to find room. Power plays brought to you by Kachuk Advisory Group and Scotia Wealth Management. 16-9, the shots on goal favoring Connecticut. There's Jack Cross right towards the side of the net. Paddled down and poked away by Ryan. Cross will get it back. Up towards the line. He's bringing it back in. There's Del Giaccaro. Shot low, rebound at the side. And how about the job tying up? It was Macy. as he lifted the stick of Leiden at the side of the net and saved a goal as it was an open cage. Back around, twisting, turning, Jackson Liao up towards the line. There's Severo. Severo down to the half wall, smacked all the way out from Minnesota, courtesy of Rhett Walter, but Luca Macy saved the goal on the back door. 10:30 left in the third period. Long stretch pass. Quickly bringing it in is Corey. He'll lift it down behind the net. Swinging it up around towards the blue line. Held. No, Woods going to bring it back out of the zone. They got 49 seconds left on the power play. Here's Blanchard. Up for McKenzie. McKenzie smacked back away from him. Going to help out. Bringing it back is Wood. Wood now breaking down the left wing around Walter. Wood trying a backdoor pass, and it hops over the stick of Corey. Unable to connect. He had a goal in the quarterfinal game against, back across top of the circle. Shot, Blanchard in, back behind Ryan, and somehow that puck stayed out as he was totally 180'd around into the crease and somehow fought that puck back into the corner. Another big save from Owen Ryan, 18th of the game. Justin Corey trying to hold it in. Stinson, Moulton there, bouncing towards the blue line, can't clear. Corey a long wrist shot, that one blocked. Bouncing up in the air, Corey will follow it up. Corey towards the goal line, peeled away by Minnesota. Power play over, back to 5-on-5. Both teams unsuccessful on their man advantage. Now Stinson slides it across to Wakefield. Under 10 to play. Wakefield's wrist shot blocked by Jessup. Follows along onto the right wing wall, outside the zone. Minnesota got a clear. Bringing it back in is Walter. Walter down the right side of the circle with a snapshot into the glove of James Hickey. Hasn't been that busy here in the third period, mind you. 8:51 remaining. It's 18-10 now, the shots on goal favoring Connecticut. They're going to get a late line change here by Billy Hengen and Minnesota. Referees trying to sort that out and get the proper pairing back on.
I'm back.
Hey, you were silent for a while there. You didn't have much to say or what?
No, just watching the game. We got a few replays here that Cody's produced up. Some of the outstanding saves that have been going on while I was away. Had to take over the camera for a little bit of an emergency, but it's all okay now. And look at these saves by Owen. That's unreal.
Played back to the point. Schneider the shot. Slipped underwards Jackson Liao, and now back out come Connecticut. Here is Leiden. His shot right into the crest of Owen Ryan. And he'll cover that one up. 8:37 left. The 19th shot on goal for Connecticut.
That's good. I got some good film of those great saves by Owen Ryan.
He's been strong.
Yep. What an exciting game. It down to the wire. 8.5 minutes left.
Here comes Jack Cross. Pressed up against the boards by a couple Minnesota players. Squeezes free though. Cross trying to shake off his man, slips down to a knee. One-man effort down below the goal line. Now he gets helped out from Hebert. Another chance for Cross. Once again, he gets squeezed up along the wall. Hebert battling there with Macy. Is moving it free with a backhand pass with Steele. Up for Stinson. Stinson looking for Wakefield. Turned back around by Cross. Cross trying to split the D. The rolling puck rolls right on top of Owen Ryan. Wanted to play it, but whistle already came, and we'll get an offensive zone draw for Connecticut.
Yeah. Quick whistle there, but that's all right. It gives both teams to do a full line change and get some fresh legs out there, see if they can get something going.
Next game coming up will be at 7:10, which will wrap up our semifinals as the Western Selects take on the Toronto Bulldogs. Puck rolls on top of Ryan. He'll lead for his defenseman. Staus. D to Macy.
Oh.
Up the boards, it caught the linesman. It's prevented that from coming out. Staus will try the near side. Macy now up. Moulton trying to thread the needle for Stewart. Bounced away. Frazier picked his pocket. Rolls it around the boards. Corey going to knock it up the wall. Can't clear. Held in nicely there by Blake Schmidt. Second opportunity. No, he can. Moulton will jump into it into the high slot. Unable to squeeze a shot off, though, as Zollinger takes it away from him.
They just caged up Moulton. They would not let him go anywhere. That just defense. Both teams are just very strong defensively.
7:15 remaining here in the game, and still a 0-0 tie. As McKenzie will bring it back towards his blue line. Turns it over there to Schmidt. Offside for Minnesota. They got to check up. That'll allow Connecticut to roll it back in behind the net of Ryan. Campa back into the corner. Fires it around. Stewart. It slips over his stick. Shot from Severo. Stewart back in. Drags. Toe drag around through the legs. Stewart trying to bank it off Hickey. Almost had an opportunity there. Puck still settling in. Another chance right by the far side post.
Oh, wow. You couldn't have get any more closer than that.
Pressure from Minnesota nearly led to the game's first goal, and now it's going to lead to an icing, though, as Connecticut threw it down the ice and an offensive zone draw coming from Connecticut.
Yeah, just like I had figured, Minnesota is coming in full bore towards that net, and they keep guys in front to distract that goaltender.
You see now here Connecticut getting some pressure on. The shot coming. Ryan, a big save, just rolls past that post. As both goaltenders have stood strong. 20 saves for Ryan, 12 for Hickey. Here's Nash pivoting around the half wall. Chance for Wakefield right towards the net, and Hickey not risking anything. He'll cover it up.
Yep, another very close one. Just caused by pressure. Pressure from the Minnesota team, and they will not let up. Crowd's coming alive a little bit more, but still a little bit subdued for the game that it is. But with a 0-0 game,
yeah, the one goal will
send
lift
this
the
place
roof
into
plate right off this place. Even more sunshine will be coming in.
I think so.
As there is Del Giacco trying to find a breakout pass. It's led to McKenzie. Off his stick onto the stick of Strauss. D to Macy. Macy now in center. Stinson fires it across. Wakefield a little bit behind him. He'll gobble it up. Along the boards, fire it down low. Nolan Steele lost it. Jack Cross on the back check. Scoops up the puck. Going to try to lead the charge. Wanted to flip that up for Leiden. Didn't get any loft on it, though. Leiden has to hustle back and come grab it. Cross now offside. As Connecticut's got to check up. Nolan Steele back for it. Sidesteps a couple. Looking across as the sun peeks back out behind a crowd.
Yes.
And Jack Cross will pick it back up. Wide, dragging, firing,
Oh,
Hyrister, and that
Heads
one
up.
also went up and over the glass, and a souvenir for a fan. 5:22 left in regulation.
Yeah, if Owen Ryan would be in the shade, but being such a tall goaltender, when he stands up, he's still in the sunshine there a bit.
Face-off coming outside of the zone. There's Liao winning it back. Sent in by Connecticut. First one back in on it. Ryland Schneider. Up the wall to Stewart. Moulton calling for it. The pass tried to get it there a little bit behind him. That'll allow Blanchard to pick it up. Now Wood, far side, a 3-on-2 maybe developing. Here comes Justin Corey. Shoots, stopped by Ryan. Corey into the corner. Now under 5 minutes to play here in the game. Trying to jam it back out in front. Rolling puck in towards the wall. Be sent back towards the blue line. Wood turns it right back around. Corey picks it up down the right wing. He's skating around the defenseman. A low shot. Pad save by Owen Ryan. This game remains 0-0.
A great opportunity there for Justin Corey. Brings it in all by himself and gets a good shot away. Owen Ryan, though, covering up his 5-hole nicely.
Another draw ensues offensively for Connecticut. It's brought back out by Minnesota. Picked up by Burke. Fanned on the dump-in attempt. Now it's on. Trying to straddle its fair back, but Also following up is Burke. Burke, wrist shot, stop, it's up and over the goaltender, loose puck, and banging away, and it's Minnesota, but Connecticut's gonna find it hard off the boards, and this one just gets out. Staus back in, but just briefly as Connecticut will throw it into the attacking zone. Macy couldn't clear. Now a long shot in, stopped by Ryan. There is traffic in front as well. Back comes Minnesota. Here's Nash down the right wing. Nash drags into the slot. Poke checked away by Jessup. Nash staying on it though, firing it in front and almost banked it off the leg of Wakefield. Pardon me, that was Burke in front. Back come the Junior Rangers. Here's Peter Lydon, one-on-one with Walter. Lydon, the backhand shot, blocker saved by Ryan. Things opening up, hit a bit
They
here.
are absolutely opening up. We're seeing a lot more drives in towards the net and getting a lot more shots.
Walter, 24-15 to be exact now, the shots on goal. Favor Connecticut. Fired across the side. Gonna be dragged around by Jace Magner. Stays onside, enters the zone. He's got a trailer behind him, and Stinson finds him, knocks into the corner. Racing after it's Wakefield. Looking to create in front. What a save by Hickey, as Stinson was absolutely robbed by the left pad.
I'm speechless on that one. That was unbelievable save by Hickey.
One more wind up here for Ryland Schneider. These both goaltenders, wow, putting on an absolute show. Jack Cross will flip it in.
Up.
This
Nope,
one
on the edge. Look at it go.
it's just going to roll along that stanchion, and the referee blew it down. I thought that actually hit the wall behind the bench and bounced back into play, but nonetheless, the faceoff will come back outside. The 33rd annual Brick Invitational, first semifinal game of two, and we're all tied up 0-0. How bad do these kids want it?
Yep, it is not disappointing, that's for sure. 0-0. 2.5 minutes left to go. These kids have got to be tired. They've been going all out.
Moulton now into the zone. Moulton, long distance wrist shot. Kind of settling down to the slot. Moulton after it, but Connecticut will steer it away. Blanchard back in, down the left. Blanchard wide around Walter. In front. Unable to connect with anyone there. Stewart. He'll get poke checked off the puck nicely. Blanchard swipes it towards the front of the net. Broken up by Walter. Up here, Moulton, Stewart into the zone. Can you find a last-minute hero as the 2 minutes remain? Or are we going to get some extra hockey in the first semifinal? Moulton down the wall. Stewart back for Moulton, slips towards the front of the net and cleared all the way out. Now a penalty coming up against Minnesota. It's a tripping call. And how about the opportunity here for Connecticut?
A minute and 44 left to go, and a penalty being called. The coaches are not happy with that one, as they thought that there was a tripping, should have been called just before. Yep, just before that.
So it's just the one penalty. It's Moulton in the box too. So one of their top players is going to have to sit 2 minutes, and a timeout coming.
So we can get can we get a replay of that last save there by Hickey? That was just, I want to see that again, just how close that was going in. Our producer will get that, Cody Wall will get that up.
So you have Billy Hengen there, actually on the ice. You don't see that too often when the head coach jumps down. Do you have the replays that we're watching here?
Yep, replays up. And just look at that. Oh, just so close. Can't get much closer than that.
Just mentioned here on the timeout called by Minnesota, Billy Hengen, the head coach, is on the ice.
He is not happy.
Well, he's there trying to draw up a play for his team. He gets one last word into the referee. But it is a power play for Connecticut. The defending champions with an opportunity here. 1:44 left in the period, and a 2-minute minor on the board for tripping. Face-off drop to the line. Here's Hebert. There's Severo. Dusting it off. Rolls it around the boards. Trying to grade after it was Blake Schmidt. Connecticut gets it back. Jack, cross, up. Liao, shot stopped. Ryan, the poke check, and no goal.
No goal. Nope.
Well, you know what? Minnesota's going to get a break. The whistle came, but Ryan did not have the puck, and it was poked in by Jack Cross. So maybe Minnesota didn't like the penalty called against them, but they may have caught a break there.
They just got a break there. Yeah, that's another replay that we'll have to maybe look at later on after the game.
Minute 25 left in the period. As this will be sent down low. Walter battling. Liao will pick it up. Jackson Liao up for Hebert. Back for Liao. Off the wall. Shoots. Blocked in front by Walter. Here's Jack Cross. Thought he had won the game, but no goal from the referee. Liao up top for Hebert. 1 minute left in the third period. 0-0 the score. Liao, a blast, tip, rebound, and score! Peter Leiden, under a minute left, over the glove of Ryan, and the defending champions, Connecticut Junior Rangers, have the game's opening goal in the dying minute. It's 1-0.
Unbelievable. What a great setup and determination.
As Peter Leiden, we mentioned him earlier in the game, as he's everywhere around the ice, but only has 1 assist throughout the tournament. Well, no one scored a bigger goal than that.
No, not at all. This is key. There is still almost a minute left to play yet, and anything can happen. As we know, it's a hockey game.
So a timeout now called by Team Minnesota. And you got to feel for them.
Yes.
A late penalty. And the shot by Jackson Liao got through. It was stopped by Ryan, who has been absolutely exceptional.
Peter Leiden, wow, he's got to feel pretty proud of himself right now.
As teams will come back to center ice. Jack Cross on the faceoff. Here's Wood, the rolling puck. They'll send it all the way, bounced in, empty net at 6-on-5, trying to get to its cross. 47 seconds to work with. Minnesota now has pulled the goaltender. They're going to bring it into the zone. A great poke check, though, by Wood. Offside. Wood's going to pick it up, trying to get towards the backhand. Empty net. He scores! Tyler Wood, as the Connecticut Junior Rangers, vying for back-to-back championships, will ice the game. It's 2-0.
Yep, sealing the deal. That's going to be tough for Minnesota, but unbelievable celebration for the Rangers, as they will be moving on to the final tomorrow.
So Tyler Wood ices the game. And bouncing it back in, 30 seconds remaining. Well, it'll be another chance. Icing's going to go against Connecticut here. Minnesota still with the net empty. Why not? They trail by 2. 24 seconds remain. Steele now on the faceoff. Cross will take it for Connecticut. Tyler Wood's second goal of the tournament, that empty net. You mentioned before Peter Leiden with his first goal. And this one rolls down, and it's going to be 3-0 finish. As Blanchard will pick up the second empty net goal, and Connecticut will take a 3-0 victory. And head to the Brick Invitational Championship Finals. Either play against Toronto Bulldogs or the Western Selects.
We will see next game. Stick around, and stick around after this game for the ASTV 3 Stars as well, as we'll be announcing those directly after the game.
Cross will win it. Here's Jessup. As 13 seconds, we'll get one more whistle for offside. And James Hickey again in the quarterfinal game stops 15 of 16 against Toronto Pro Hockey in a 2-1 victory. Well, in this game, how about stopping all 16 shots? As Blanchard back in. 4 seconds left. Connecticut can get on their feet. They're heading to the championships. As James Hickey, a shutout victory. 3-0 over Team Minnesota. And one more win away from back-to-back champions at the Brick Invitational.
Wow, what a game. Congratulations to Team Connecticut Junior Rangers for heading to the final tomorrow. You are a well-deserved hockey team. You played hard. Minnesota.
Great tournament for Team Minnesota, first place in the round robin.
Yep.
And 0-0 up until the dying minute, last minute remaining. And on the power play, Connecticut found a way.
Yep, I knew that's what it was going to take, was a power play for one of the teams.
You did say that earlier.
Yeah, I did. But Minnesota has nothing to hang their heads about. They came here and they performed in every game that they did. It's just luck.
Mm-hmm. So about 20 minutes time, under 20 minutes before we'll see the Western Selects, who are based out of a lot of the California, Dallas area. And they'll take on the Toronto Bulldogs, who have won this championship 8 times in the 33 years the Brick Invitational has been around. Congratulations for a great tournament for Team Minnesota and all their talented players on the roster. It just wasn't their time to be, and Connecticut going to be trying for back-to-back championships. Tomorrow, 10 a.m., Connecticut will be back on the ice after a 3-0 victory, and we'll get ready for 3 stars coming up in a bit.
Okay, I am out, and I will be back for next game. Thanks for watching.
As we get a look here at the game-winning goal, you see Jackson Liao, a nice little play to Hebert up top, then down the wall for Liao. His shot gets through, cross-tipped it in front, and Peter Lydon over the glove, able to beat Owen Ryan. And that sealed the deal. The lone goal on the power play. Other 2 came in, and they were empty nets. One by Tyler Wood, one by Sebastian Blanchard. A 3-0 victory for the 3rd seed. Also a 4-1 record. There's 4 teams tied at 4-1 throughout the round robin, with, tied with 11 points in the round robin. Western Selects were one of them in 2nd place because of their goals for. Actually scored the most goals in the tournament with 27. It was 3rd place Connecticut, 18-9 was their goals for and goals against. Once again, they came into this as the fewest penalized team in the league, or in the round robin, I should say. Just 12 penalty minutes through 5 games. As we're going to get to the 3 stars of the game. Got to think both goaltenders are in there. And James Hickey is going to be tonight's 3rd star. He pitched the shutout. 16 saves for James Hickey. And he has now stopped 31 of 32 saves throughout the playoffs. The 2nd star on Team's Minnesota, Owen Ryan, is going to be the team's 2nd star. Absolutely, what a great game from him, stopping 27 of 28 shots. And the 1st star, the game-winning goal, it'll be Peter Lydon. His 1st goal of the tournament. And he plays the hero in the dying minute of the semifinal game. It'll be Connecticut, and we'll have another one at 7:10 as we wait for Mark Kincaid to interview our 3 stars. Peter Lydon heading over, going to give his family or the teddy bear and the trophy. What a fantastic effort for both sides. Team Minnesota 0-0 the score all the way through 38 minutes of play. And in the 39th and final minute, Peter Leiden able to find the back of the net. As we're just waiting for the 3 Stars to join Mark. And he will be joined now by the winning goaltender, James Hickey. Go ahead.
Number 2 star of the game, I've got with me Owen Ryan. Owen, here, come over here a bit more. Fun watch goalie. You lights out. You made some saves that just most goalies dream of doing. You have nothing, absolutely nothing in your head about today. Although you won't be going on to the final, what's been your experience this this whole week that you've been here?
It's a nice experience. It was fun, and we just couldn't score some goals, scoring the opportunities, but yeah, that's how it goes.
That's how it goes. There's got to be a winner, got to be a loser, but your whole team played very good this whole tournament. So, who inspires you when you're out on the ice?
My family, my friends. I want to get a shout out to my friends at White Gray Lake, Minnesota, and yeah, that's all.
Is there anyone you'd like to say hello to back home, or anyone at all?
Yeah, people at White Gray Lake, Minnesota.
All right, well, thanks for coming, Owen, and have a safe trip home. Bye for now. All right, and our number 1 star of the game, come on up, Peter Lindell. Linden, right? Leiden. All right. Well, what can you tell me about this game?
It was a great game from both teams, and everybody played well.
Yeah, it was a fast-paced, very fast-paced, down-to-the-wire game, and you were able to get it in the power play goal. Your team just went wild for you. That's just awesome to see. So, what's your plan for tonight to get ready for tomorrow?
Get an early night, get some healthy food, and get ready to go tomorrow.
Yep, rest and hydration. And who inspires you when you're out on the ice playing?
What?
Who inspires you when you're out on the ice playing?
Connor McDavid and Sidney Crosby.
Yeah, 2 great players. While you're on TV here, who would you like to give a big shout out to?
My family, my teammates, and all the fans that were cheering for us.
All right, good job, James. All right, good luck in tomorrow's final game, and we'll see you out there tomorrow. Get some good rest. All right. All right, this has been Mark and Cade with ASTV Live here at the 33rd Annual Invitation Brick Tournament. It's been a great week of hockey play. We got one more game coming up tonight for you to watch, and the final coming up tomorrow. So we'll be back soon. Thanks very much.